Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery.
I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. As coverage you can count on begins with a call to all nature lovers out there. It is Stormwater Awareness Week in our area.
A Columbia County Park is looking for volunteers to help clean up trash along the Reed Creek, this Saturday. Han Latier tells us why it's needed and how you can get involved.
Experts here at Reed Creek Park tell me water levels in the creek and wetlands have been higher than usual for this time of year. This has a lot of benefits for the animals that live here, but there are also some downsides.
And fully says, with the increase in rainwater, we are part of the stormwater system in Columbia County. So with that increase, we have also seen a little bit of an increase in the litter that has ended up in our wetland.
That's why the county's Stormwater Compliance Department is working with the park and the state's Rivers Alive program to clean it up.
Which is a state-funded program, and it's where we actually will go out and clean up the trash, but then the other cool thing is we're tallying as we go what we're picking up, and we're reporting that to the state to kind of understand what's coming out of our waterways.
Trash from all over the CSRA, it can end up in rivers, streams, and creeks like this one.
A lot of people don't make that connection. You know, they go about their daily lives, and, you know, it's part of their daily behavior, their daily activities. So, but if you can get somebody to stop and think about their actions, that can really make a difference.
They need volunteers to grab their waders, pick up trash in and along the creek, and do other tasks.
And make it a more beautiful space for people to come and enjoy nature without looking over the side of the boardwalk and saying, hey, what's that water bottle from 1984 doing in the wetland?
The cleanup will be on Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. Information on how to register to volunteer will be linked to this story at WJBF.com. And Martinez, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.
Looks like no new regulations for industry in Augusta last month.
Today for that free in-home estimate.
Big city selection with hometown prices.
Plus, every pre-owned vehicle is backed by J.D. Power's Platinum Warranty.
Choose the exact vehicle you want, and we'll deliver it within 500 miles. Take a short drive on Highway 25 to save time and money.
The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
The clouds are sticking around again tomorrow, but we're done with the rain, so no rain chances over the next 10 days, along with a lot of sunshine in store after tomorrow. I'll have all those details coming up.
Now on News Channel 6 at 6, new rule proposals for Augusta industries. Why leaders are considering an environmental justice ordinance.
Also ahead, getting mothers ready for life with a child. We'll hear from a local group ahead of an upcoming event.
And helping local foster children. How one nonprofit wants to give kids a living room experience. As your News at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thanks for joining us. Coverage you can count on.
It is time now for a first check of the weather.
And for that, we turn to meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
Well, we had some showers this morning here in town. A lot of cloud cover, though, for sure. And right now, we're pretty much dry with the exception of a portion of Emmanuel and Jenkins County, where we're still seeing some of that green on Live Viper 6, even some yellow there. That's where there's some heavier rain, but no thunderstorm activity, just this rain, and we'll be done with it shortly. The entire CSRA will be nice and dry tomorrow. But notice, even earlier today, we didn't pick up much rainfall at all. Everyone under a 1/10 of an inch. And even most of that is to the south of Augusta. So just the clouds we're really dealing with now, other than that light rain. It's been cloudy all day long. We have this trough down in Florida with more showers and storms across the central portion of the peninsula there. Our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing the thick, dense cloud cover, and that really limited our temperatures today. Believe it or not, we only made it to 73 degrees. That's typically what we're at in the morning time. That's usually our low temperature, and that was not the case today. Low was 66. We did not have a big change at all between our low and our high. And right now, we're already dropping into the upper 60s in some spots. Thompson and Evans at 69, 70 degrees in Millen. Still at 74 in Sylvania, 69 in Gibson, and 68 in Edgefield. So it is much cooler than it was 24 hours ago, with the exception of a couple counties down towards the south. But our dew points are higher. That's because we have more moisture, all the clouds, and that little bit of rain, and pretty breezy outside. Easterly wind coming in 11 miles per hour in Aiken, 9 in Augusta, 7 in Waynesboro. So the clouds linger Thursday. Still a breezy day with highs staying below average. Then I have some really good news. Once we get into Friday and the weekend, those clouds will be out of here. We'll have plenty of sunshine. And next week looks even better. So coming up, I'll have a look at your full forecast. So stay with us, but back to you.
All right, Jenna, thanks. An upcoming event is going to help women in the planning, pregnancy, and postpartum phases of life. News Channel 6's Renetta Dubose joining us now with a look at what the public can expect.
Infertility, access to care while pregnant, and postpartum depression. These are the issues many women face when trying to expand their families. But the CSRA Perinatal Expo will be the place to get help with everything you need to know. The annual event put on by AmeriGroup will take place at the Kroc Center next weekend. Those who attend will hear from several speakers and attend more intimate breakout sessions, as well as talk one-on-one with vendors, all focused on pregnancy and maternal health. OBGYN Dr. Donna Adams Pickett says she will be there sharing information in a talk called Baby University.
You get lots of information, and at the end of this university, instead of getting a diploma, we give you a human. So I'm going to talk about all the things you need to know to make sure that you're collaborating with your physician in a way so that you can do the best for your pregnancy.
The CSRA Perinatal Expo takes place on Saturday, October 7th from 10 a.m. until noon at the Kroc Center in Augusta. It is free, and there will be tons of giveaways too. And remember the Finding Hope Fertility Freedom Special Barclay Bishop and I brought you a few months ago? Well, we will be presenting our stories at this expo, and we hope to see you there. Jenny?
All right, thank you so much, Renetta. Federal funding for Georgia's...
Coming up, an American soldier.
And Jenna joins us now for another check on the forecast.
Well, it's been very cloudy, but I have great news for the weekend. We'll be back to beautiful sunshine. It will be great for any outdoor plans with temperatures in the low 80s. More details after this break.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. It's been a really cloudy Wednesday. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam from Augusta Marriott over the river. Not an ounce of sunshine today. It's been completely overcast with a temperature of only 69 degrees, feeling like 70 when you factor in the humidity, which is at 78%. Also, a breeze coming in from the northeast at 9 miles per hour. So just a really dreary day outside. Really little to no rainfall, just some light showers down in Swainsboro area, but the rest of us nice and dry, but cloudy. There's those showers right around Swainsboro, Emmanuel, Jenkins County. For the rest of us, just the clouds and a lot more showers and storms down in Florida and off the coast. So the good news is that this rain will continue to push towards the south tomorrow. That front will be further towards the south. So we'll be dry here in the CSRA, but those clouds will still be sticking around. So giving it a 0% chance of rain all the way through this time next week. So we'll have a really nice dry and sunny stretch of weather with temperatures continuing to stay below average. Upper 70s tomorrow, then we'll climb into those low 80s throughout the next several days, keeping it very consistent. And for tomorrow, when you're waking up, mostly cloudy, and throughout the afternoon, still mostly cloudy. Upper 50s, climbing into those upper 70s. A couple spots could make it to that 80-degree mark, but most of us will be just under it. So dreary weather continues the rest of tonight and Thursday. Notice those clouds sticking around, but pretty much all of Georgia and South Carolina nice and dry. Friday morning, still a cloudy start, but then we'll start to clear out throughout the day, and by Saturday, it will be really sunny, and Sunday looks great as well. On to the tropics. Here's Tropical Storm Philippe. Still no major updates here. It's still expected to weaken as it moves out towards the west, headed towards Hispaniola, Puerto Rico. And we also have this other area of potential development right over it, which will soon become our next named storm, Rena. So that could happen by tonight. Upper 50s through low 60s as our lows tonight, keeping it mostly cloudy. Upper 70s for the most part tomorrow. And before we get to that 10-day forecast, shout out to Hammond Hill Elementary School in North Augusta. I visited all the kindergarten classes today. Look at all those kids. It was a huge group, and they were all very cool. They loved the presentation. They were great kids. This is my first kindergarten visit ever, so I'll definitely be going back In fact, I have another one tomorrow at Chucker Creek Elementary, so looking forward to that. Here's your 10-day forecast. It's going to be beautiful starting on Saturday, mostly sunny weather, temperatures staying in the low 80s throughout the weekend, and all of next week, upper 50s and low 60s in the morning. Now on to today's umbrella winner. That's Frank Ambrose from Sally, South Carolina. Congratulations, Frank. You have won a Viper 6 umbrella, and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com.
All right, Jenna, appreciate that so much.
No, the kids loved your visit.
Oh, they did.
Tons of energy from those.
Oh, very. Yeah, woke me up this morning.
Coming up, our WJBF Scholar Athlete of the Week.
And the Augusta University Athletic Department with a big announcement to honor Jaguar greats of the past in sports.
Brought to you by Jefferson Energy Cooperative, Revamp of Augusta, McDonald's, and WJBF News Channel 6. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
The Augusta University Athletic Department announcing the formation of the AU Athletics Hall of Fame. The school wants to honor individuals and teams that have earned outstanding athletic achievements for the Jaguars. AU Athletic Director Ryan Erlacher says the Hall of Fame is open to former AU student athletes, coaches, administrators, staff, and supporters. They plan to induct the first class in the spring of 2025. They're currently accepting nominations until August 1st of 2024. Certainly lots to choose from, and a Hall of Fame selection committee comprised of various members of the athletics department and several other members throughout the university and community will make those tough selections.
Well, I think the plan was to get the Hall of Fame going right around COVID hit, so obviously that altered plans. So there was some good work that was done by our staff here in athletics and across campus, and just was the right time for us to pick this back up and finalize all the plans. And we have some amazing student athletes who have done some incredible things here, coaches, former staff, and we wanted to recognize them. And we're so focused on the future and all the great things we're working on, we wanted to also look back at the past and make sure we're recognizing those who have done so much for our university and our athletics program. We thought it was the right time to do so.
Erlacher says they will probably keep the classes to 4 or 5 individuals and teams. You can find a link to the nomination form on the story at WJBF.com. Also over at AU, brand new state-of-the-art LED lights installed at Jaguar Field for baseball and softball games, and the AU community celebrating the addition with an event called Jags Under the Lights. Had some baseball and softball alumni games, and longtime voice of the Jags, Jason Shears, says it's been a long time coming and he's excited to see the Jags play under the lights. Also over at AU, brand new state-of-the-art LED lights installed at Jaguar Field for baseball and softball games, and the AU community celebrating the addition with an event called Jags Under the Lights. Had some baseball and softball alumni games, and longtime voice of the Jags, Jason Shears, says it's been a long time coming and he's excited to see the Jags play under the lights.
Well, as an alumni of the school and an announcer for 17 years with baseball and softball, it's really great. It's a beautiful night. We're excited to have night games, let families come out in the evenings. So it's a really great night for Jaguar Athletics. Skip Fight, the former head coach here years ago, had started promising kids 30 years ago that we were going to have lights. So he says tonight he's finally not a liar. So we've got guys that graduated in the 1990s all the way to last year who finally get to play under the lights, and the same with the ladies. It's going to be a lot more fun.
Baseball and softball open the seasons in early 2024. This week's WJBF Scholar Athlete of the Week is Grovetown's Reed Neesmith. He is the #1 men's tennis player for the Warriors in singles, and he's ranked #1 in his class. Got a 99.6 GPA. His parents and coaches say he's such a deserving kid, and his hard work and humility are something to be admired.
He has a lot of courage, and he has the courage and empathy to not only help staff and students, but also his friends. So it's a good quality.
I'm pretty big on my mom there. She helps me schedule all my stuff, so when I get home from practice, it's do your homework, do your homework, do your homework, and just keeps me in check.
He does work so hard, and I know I've pushed him, as he said earlier, but it's nice to see that other people see it as well, and that his peers see it, his coach sees it, and the community sees it.
Oh, I'm so proud of him, and it's just amazing. Just like his parents said, tennis is getting recognized, so it's awesome.
And he hopes to study a career in sports medicine in college. Congrats to him. But best of luck to the Hall of Fame committee on getting the first 5 in there for the Jags. Lots to choose from.
That's going to be a tough task. Thanks, Brendan.
We'll be right back.
Dreaming of cool.
One thing I love about the CSRA, we're people who don't back down. And that's the attitude you need after a car accident. It's a threat to your health, it's a struggle for your family, and it's a battle with insurance companies that are not on your side. That's why people call me the Augusta guy, because after an accident, you need a law firm that won't back down. Injured? Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy, 706-724-7224. 706-724-7224.
Across mobile app.
An archaeologist in Norway found an ancient arrow in melted ice. The arrow was in 3 pieces, but its arrowhead had been, let's say, lovingly preserved beneath the ice. Experts believe it belonged to a reindeer hunter in the late Stone Age or early Bronze Age. This year's ice melt has already produced about 250 artifacts.
Reindeer hunter? No, how mean.
Gotta eat, Brad.
Yeah, that's no good. I agree, Brad.
Absolutely. Take all of those arrows away.
Yeah. Well, for our forecast this week, we have lots of sunshine in store after we get through the clouds tomorrow. No rain, though. And then on Friday, we'll see clearing skies. Temperatures will warm up, so only upper 70s tomorrow, but back to 83 on Friday. 84 for your Saturday, seeing those low 80s all the way through next weekend. So very consistent once we get to the weekend.
All right, Jenna, thanks. And that is our report for now. Thank you for watching. We're back at 7
And
after
then we'll
World News tonight.
Yeah, we
I'm so
are.
sorry.
And then again, at 11. Catch us then.
See you then.
Good night.
Days. I'm David Muir. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Good night.
For tomorrow, temperatures will stay below average in the upper 70s and low 80s. No rain in the forecast, though, and then we'll be drying out by Friday, or actually tomorrow, and then by Friday, we'll start to see the sunshine again. I'll have all the details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 and 7, it's Stormwater Awareness Week, and a local park is looking for volunteers to help clean up. More on how you can participate. Plus, local cancer survivors get a much-needed day of relaxation at the spa. Also, pandemic child care benefits are ending. What Georgians are doing to prepare for the cutoff as your News at 7 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 7.
Good evening, everyone. You're watching News Channel 6 at 7. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with no new regulations for industry in Augusta. Last month, commissioners directed the administrator's office to get community input on a proposed environmental justice ordinance. The planning and engineering departments weighed in, so did the Chamber of Commerce and the Augusta Development Authority. All 4 came out against the proposed new regulations.
It would make everything almost impossible to get permitted. It asks for a lot of data with no clear sources of where to get it. If you don't provide one piece of information, your request just gets denied. So that made it almost impossible for companies who do the right things to even get permitted.
The Savannah Riverkeeper proposed the ordinance. The agency questioned the makeup of those providing input, and the Riverkeeper says community members and the health community should have also been involved. It's the CSRA Stormwater Awareness Week. Volunteers are needed to help clean up trash along a local creek on Saturday. Hannah Latier tells us why this is needed and how you can get involved.
Experts here at Reed Creek Park tell me water levels in the creek and wetlands have been higher than usual for this time of year. This has a lot of benefits for the animals that live here, but there are also some downsides.
And fully says, with the increase in rainwater, we are part of the stormwater system in Columbia County. So with that increase, we have also seen a little bit of an increase in the litter that has ended up in our wetland.
That's why the county's Stormwater Compliance Department is working with the park and the state's Rivers Alive program to clean it up.
Which is a state-funded program, and it's where we actually will go out and clean up the trash, but then the other cool thing is we're tallying as we go what we're picking up, and we're reporting that to the state to kind of understand what's coming out of our waterways.
Trash from all over the CSRA, it can end up in rivers, streams, and creeks like this one.
A lot of people don't make that connection. You know, they go about their daily lives, and you know, it's part of their daily behavior, their daily activities. So, but if you can get somebody to stop and think about their actions, that can really make a difference.
They need volunteers to grab their waders, pick up trash in and along the creek, and do other tasks.
And make it a more beautiful space for people to come and enjoy nature without looking over the side of the boardwalk and saying, hey, what's that water bottle from 1984 doing in the wetland?
The cleanup will be on Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. Information on how to register to volunteer will be linked to this story at WJBF.com. In Martinez, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.
Time now for a first look at our weather, and here's meteorologist Jenna Petracci for a look outside for us. Hey, Jenna.
Hey Dee, it wasn't the prettiest day. It was very
Yeah.
cloudy, but at least the temperature was very nice. I'm sure we all enjoyed those low 70s for a nice change. Right now on our radar, we aren't seeing much rain at all, just some light shower activity down in Emmanuel County over to Screven County, with the majority of that right over Millen and Jenkins. Some brief, heavier rain, but no thunderstorms here. This is really nothing too significant. Notice the rainfall total is not impressive at all. Everyone under a tenth of an inch. And most of the CSRA was actually dry. Augusta Bushfield only picking up 0.07 inches of rain. For the most part, just a cloudy day. And that's what we're seeing now on our satellite and radar. For much of the two-state and down in Florida, that's where there's a whole lot more rain right along that trough, which is pretty much a weak front, which will continue to push towards the south, making for a nicer day tomorrow. Not as much rain, but still some clouds. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Augusta Marriott. The sun is setting, but you can't really tell since it's so overcast. 73 was our high today. That is 12 degrees below average. Typically, we're in the mid-80s, but we haven't seen a lot of that. Over the past couple of days we got there, but for the most part, it's been much cooler than normal. Low temperature was actually warmer than average, though. It's 66 degrees, so the clouds overnight help us keep temperatures a little bit warmer, and that'll be the case for this evening as well. We're seeing upper 60s to low 70s now. 69 in Thompson, 71 in Louisville. Millen, you're at 70 degrees. Wrightsville at 71, 69 in Waynesboro, and Sparta at 68. With dew points all in those low to mid 60s. So we do have a good bit of moisture around, feeling a bit muggy today. But the breeze feels nice, coming in at 7 miles per hour in Augusta and Aiken, 5 in Barnwell, 7 as well in Allendale, and 9 in Barnwell. So the clouds linger through Thursday, highs staying below average. We'll top off in the upper 70s for the most part tomorrow. The weekend looks fantastic. A lot to look forward to there. And not just the weekend, next week looks even better. So I'll have a look at that 10-day forecast coming up. But back to you, Dee.
All right, Jenna, thanks so much. The Georgia Cancer Center and local nail and spa salons are teaming up to treat patients to a day of relaxation. Bria Smith has more.
Healthcare professionals at the Georgia Cancer Center say about 20,000 women are diagnosed with cervical cancer each year. Most times, patients are left to deal with the reality of life and their diagnosis. That's why each September, survivors and patients get the chance to relax with a spa day.
It's a special day that you don't have to think about cancer. You don't have to think about getting treatment. You don't have to think about getting stuck.
For the past 15 years, the Georgia Cancer Center and the CSRA GYN support group have found a way to make women feel some extra love and self-care.
They're trying to get through their treatments and then still live a life at the same time. So this tells them it's okay to take time to take care of themselves as well.
Suzanne Bedicek is a survivor of 4 years, but her experience with gynecological cancer spans beyond.
When I first started working there, I had experience with my husband and my daughter having cancer. I said, I'll be good at this. I'll be able to be supportive. But you don't know how supportive you are till you've been through it, and you can be more support to them. You know exactly what they're going through as a person and as a patient.
She says what made her journey a little easier to get through was the support she had throughout it all.
Whenever you're going through something like this, you meet people and they become lifelong friends. You can have a lifelong friend, but till they go through something like this with you losing your hair, having this problem and that problem, you sit there during chemo and you talk about it.
After the pamper session, the ladies gathered at Cork and Flame for lunch provided by the team. Dr. Rundgren tells me the 4 main types of gynecological cancers women should look out for are ovarian, cervical, endometrial, and vulvovaginal.
Just remember to get your screening, see your doctor, talk to your doctor about your family history, but also about screening for any of these
The GYN support group hosts events each year like Spa Day to make sure patients, survivors, and their loved ones have the support they need. In Evans, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Well, there's a new trail to stroll along at
Forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Wednesday evening. It's been a very cloudy day with a little bit of rain, mostly in the morning. Right now on Live Viper 6, not seeing much activity at all. Just some light showers down in Emmanuel, Jenkins, and part of Screven County. Most of this rain just to the south of downtown Millen now over Highway 21. On our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, nice and dry over at SRP Park, crossing into North Augusta. Very, very overcast skies, though, so not a pretty sunset tonight. We're sitting at 69 degrees, feeling a bit muggy with a dew point of 62, humidity at 78%, but we do have a northeast wind coming at 7 miles per hour, so a little bit of a breeze, which feels nice. So our temperatures are in the upper 60s through low 70s, 68 in Sparta and Sandersville, 67 in Edgefield, 69 in Bamberg, and 70 down in Allendale. So cloudy skies for everyone. Definitely not much rain, though, across Georgia and South Carolina. Most of the showers and storms focused down in Florida along this trough of low pressure. For tomorrow, that front will continue to push down towards the south, keeping the moisture with it. So notice the CSRA will be dry. Just the clouds that will be sticking around with us, so giving it a 0% chance of rain, not only for tomorrow, but over the next several days to come. And also, those below average temperatures are continuing. Tomorrow will be our coolest day, 79 as our high, back into the low 80s starting on Friday, and very consistent, anywhere from 82 to 84 degrees. So not many changes with the weather pattern once we get into Friday. So for tomorrow, mostly cloudy throughout the entire day, upper 50s to start, upper 70s to finish off the afternoon and early evening. So dreary conditions all throughout tonight. Notice not much of a break in that cloud cover. This will be the case all day long Thursday. For your Friday morning, even waking up to some of those clouds, but then throughout the day, we will see some clearing. And check out Friday at 8 p.m. Actually, pretty clear skies for everyone. Now on to the tropics. We're still watching Tropical Storm Philippe here. This is a weak tropical storm. It will be moving off towards the west, eventually towards Hispaniola, but at that point, it will just be a depression. We do have an area that we're watching right over Philippe, though, at a 90% chance of development, and this will become our next named storm, Rena. So more updates on that to come. It could become a named storm tonight. Lows will be in our upper 50s through low 60s, mostly cloudy tonight and tomorrow, upper 70s to around 80 degrees. And before we get to that 10-day forecast, shout out to Hammond Hill Elementary School. This was in North Augusta, South Carolina, and for the first time ever, I visited kindergarten classes, and it was a big group. Look at all those kiddos there, multiple kindergarten classes, and they absolutely loved learning about the weather. It was a great time, and I'm excited to keep visiting schools. I'm going to Chucker Creek Elementary School tomorrow over in Aiken. So photos from that will be coming tomorrow. So once again, a cloudy day tomorrow, upper 70s, back into the low 80s starting on Friday, mostly sunny over the weekend, and then beautiful sunny weather all of next week. And we'll be right back.
Life's best moment.
Limon. Still ahead, if you ever wanted to know what it's like to live like an ogre, Airbnb is giving you a chance for free. We'll tell you about it after the break.
We know y'all are busy. If you're working like a dog, you don't have time to wait for insurance quotes. That's why at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, we've added convenient new ways to get that incredible customer service we're known for. Now you can get a quote and secure policies over the phone in minutes. Our top dogs are here to assist, working with your local agent to get you covered. We're working on his communication skills. Call now to get the help you need when you need it, so you can attack the day.
Touchdown! Keep round. Wide, baby, that quick, quick.
Airbnb is offering a chance to spend a weekend in Shrek's Swamp. This space is located in the Scottish Highlands, and it is themed after the Shrek movie series from DreamWorks. Look at the donkey. The space is being offered for 1 weekend only for no money, $0. You will have to pay your way to get there, of course. The listing says it comes with earwax, candlelight, parfaits, Waffles for breakfast, love that. And an outhouse. I don't like that so much. It's available for one weekend only, October 27th through the 29th. I'm sure there are a lot of people who want to do this. It looks pretty cool, though.
Did I miss something? Is it hard to get to it?
Probably.
Where is it? Do we know?
It's, let's see, the script says it is in the Scottish Highlands. So, yeah, you gotta get there.
I'm just so confused why it's free. It's completely free?
Because they're getting publicity like this, so it's paying for itself.
Well, there's got to be a ton of people trying to do it, right? I would do it.
I would do it if I could get there. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Shrek, so.
Oh yeah, Shrek is awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure your son loves Shrek.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, for our 10-day forecast, it's going to be mostly cloudy tomorrow, clearing on Friday, upper 70s tomorrow, then back to the low 80s on Friday and over the weekend and all of next week as well. It will be beautiful and sunny after we get through tomorrow.
Yep, get out there and do something this weekend because it's going to be a nice one.
Yeah, perfect weather.
Thanks a lot, and thank you for joining us. We're always with you at WJBF.com. Entertainment Tonight is next.